Nick's spacesuit suddenly turned white, and a leech was about to burrow into his skin. Nick shook it off, but the toxin had already seeped into his body. Nick wanted to inject the serum to save himself, but the virus had severely impaired his vision. In a state of panic and helplessness, Nick began to save himself under his father Jason's guidance. After injecting the first dose of serum, Nick couldn't find the right spot for the second dose no matter how hard he tried. He lost consciousness and collapsed, but the second dose was successfully injected. Even though Nick had narrowly escaped danger, Jason remained tense, as the Earth's day-night temperature difference was extreme at this point. If they couldn't reach the geothermal zone before dark, they would lose their chance of survival. At Jason's call, Nick woke up in time and eventually reached the geothermal zone. After enduring the cold night, Nick set off again, but before long, a deep, bottomless cliff blocked their path. Worse still, they only had 2 remaining doses of breathing fluid, which was insufficient to support a detour. Considering Nick's safety, Jason decisively ordered the mission to be terminated. However, Nick refused to give up easily, as Jason's injuries were severe, and without timely treatment, the consequences would be unimaginable. Nick no longer hesitated and jumped off the cliff. The glider opened smoothly, but another accident occurred. A giant eagle appeared above Nick's head. Nick immediately turned around and dove down sharply, intending to use the water flow to escape the pursuit. But the giant eagle was faster than him. Before Nick could stabilize his body, he collided with the giant eagle. Nick's communication was interrupted, and Jason immediately grew tense. However, Nick, who had lost contact, was not dead, but had been carried back to the nest by the giant eagle. Seeing only newly hatched chicks around him, Nick was about to escape when he suddenly noticed several tigers climbing up the tree trunk. Nick chose to stay and protect the chicks, using the weak spot in the eagle's nest beneath him to successfully take down one of the tigers. Just then, the giant eagle returned in time to drive the tigers away. After regaining his freedom, Nick set off again, but too much time had been wasted, and night was falling. A chill crept up behind him, and his spacesuit turned pure white once more.